Some people might point to the Latin and say, well, you know, that's a hard language. Nobody really understands Latin. Why would we have Mass in Latin? Well, Latin binds us, and some of you have already heard me say this, but I want to say it again. Latin reverses the Tower of Babel. It gives us something in common again. I was in a parish in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where there were 5 different language masses. The English speakers wouldn't go to the Spanish Mass, the Spanish speakers wouldn't go to the Portuguese Mass, the Portuguese speakers wouldn't go to the Korean Mass, and so on. It was very unfortunate. When we have Latin, we have something that's in common with all of us. We are, in fact, the Latin Rite Church. This is a static language, and it doesn't change. Now, when I was your age, I'm going to use just 3 examples. A hard drive, we all know what a hard drive is with a computer. When I was your age, if we were to talk about a hard drive, we would think, wow, you had a really hard drive. You were behind the wheel a long time. We wouldn't have thought about a computer. So the language changed. When I was your age, if someone had told us about a cell phone, we would have thought you were talking about a prison inmate, somebody in jail, had a phone in his cell. We would have known what a cell phone was. Language changed. We also, if we heard the word green, everybody hears green all the time today, for the environment. When I was little, green meant you were green with envy. Again, the words changed. It doesn't happen in Latin, thank goodness. The words mean specific things, and they stay that way. We don't want our language to change because we don't want our religion to change. We want the morals and the values and what's been left by Jesus Christ himself to stay with us and to abide with us. One of the other things is facing east. Why does the priest have his back to the people? I always hear that. Well, the priest doesn't have his back to the people. The priest has his face to God in the tabernacle. He's facing east. Well, actually in this church we face west, but we do the best we can. We have that open circle. Pope Benedict XVI talks about an open circle. When the priest is facing the same way as everyone in the congregation, there is an open circle to the mystical body of Christ. When he turns back toward the people, that forms a closed circle and kind of rules out the rest of the mystical body of Christ. So we go back to this ancient tradition so that we have the mystical body at the forefront of our minds. And remember, you would never say that the person sitting in front of you in the pew has their back to you. No, they are facing the altar, just like the priest is.